I'm James Lucas, and this is Vegan Styled Life. I am the owner of Grape. We sell high-quality vegan and eco-friendly clothing and accessories made without cruelty.
Yeah, great stuff. And I am Ellen Champion of Champion Relationship Coaching, and I am a life and relationship coach, and I help people with their relationships of all kinds and help people find the right person instead of always ending up with the wrong one. I also help people with communication skills and relationship skills. So we have a great episode coming up. This is really going to be great. Yay! I'm really excited because the topic today is about vegan cheeses, and we're going to try some on some vegan crackers and some cucumbers slices and let you know what we think. First, reviews. Should I go first, or do you want to go first?
I usually go first, so
Okay.
why don't you go first?
All right, great. So I was in St. Louis this past week, and St. Louis, Missouri, and it was just such a wonderful experience. We had a wonderful time, and it was, they had definitely, I mean, it wasn't like New York City, let's say, but they really did have a lot of great vegan restaurants. So we went to, there's two that I'm going to be talking about because basically we just kept on going back to one of them. But one of them is PuraVegan. That's P-U-R-A, PuraVegan Cafe. Just wanted to spell it out so you didn't think I was just saying pure wrong. PuraVegan Cafe. They consider themselves a healthy cafe, being vegan. I would have to agree with that. So what we had was, okay, my husband had a barbecue burger without barbecue sauce. So whatever. He wanted it without the barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Well, because he can't have tomatoes, and it was made with tomatoes. So
right,
that's why.
Right. It's tomatoes.
But he loved it. I mean, I'm not really into that kind of thing, but he loved it. He really did. Instead of the barbecue sauce, he had cashew sriracha. Okay, that's how, I never know how to say that. that sauce. So it was a little bit spicy, and he had really terrific kale chips with it. Oh my God, those kale chips were amazing.
Were they salty, or was it just other flavors? What made them great?
Oh my God, I don't know. First of all, the texture was perfect.
Okay, so they weren't burnt or
Right, it wasn't overly done. It was crispy, but
not like you touch it and it disappears.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. It was like tender and yet crispy. I don't know how to explain it. But I don't. It's so funny. I can't remember if it was. It probably had salt on it, I would assume.
Yeah.
But it wasn't salty.
Okay.
Because then I wouldn't have liked it.
Okay.
And I loved it. So it wasn't like overly salted,
yeah.
is it, in other words. But yeah, you know what? I don't remember if there was. we ate out a lot. I mean, when you're going on, a vacation. My son had waffles without syrup because he doesn't like anything that has to do with condiments of any kind. He doesn't have ketchup or mayonnaise.
Complete opposite.
So he had no syrup on it, but he had waffles, bananas, and nuts. And we're going to be posting you'll see the pictures. And he just every time we went to that one place, that's all he had because he just loved it so much. Wow. He just felt it was really good. I had a taste of it, a little taste. I didn't want to take the whole thing from him. I had avocado on cornbread, and it doesn't sound.
No, it sounds good.
It sounds
I like both of those things.
Right, but I would never put them together. And it sounded interesting, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But I said, I had to try this. It was unbelievable. It was so good. I tried to savor every bite. It was unbelievably great. Amazingly delicious. See my notes? It was really incredible. And the whole look of it and everything was just so nice. I really loved PuraVegan, and I'm definitely, if I ever go back to St. Louis, maybe next year for the next chess tournament, but I definitely could see myself wanting to go back. I just loved it. It was really, really great. Then we went there a couple of times for lunch and for dinner, but one time we did go to Treehouse, which is more upscale. I mean, not, it's not a 5-star restaurant. It's not like
veg.
It's not veg, right?
Okay.
It's not where you have to get dressed up. It's a very casual place, but it's more funky and upscale than the other one. So it's called Treehouse Vegetarian and Vegan Restaurant. So it wasn't 100% vegetarian, vegan. They had on their menu it said snacks, and then instead of appetizers, small plates, and then entrees. Okay. So for the snack, we had a vegan cheese plate, which is funny because we're going to be trying cheese today.
Perfect.
And it wasn't much. It was just like these 3 little balls of cheese. It came with little like toasted bread and apples, compote, and nuts and all that. It was really, it was so good. It was, let me see, I'm trying to remember. So there was cheddar, there was brie, and I think the third one was Havarti. But it was unbelievable, and I felt like yelling at them that it was so small because it was so good. I just wanted more, but it was just a snack. We also had spring rolls, which were unbelievable. Crab cakes. My husband had the crab cakes. Again, if it says crab, I just can't do it.
Yeah, I know. I
just can't do it.
I understand because we went to this cafe and pretty much everything has their animal names on it, but how do you describe it, the flavor and what you're getting?
I mean, I understand, but I don't know.
We haven't figured that.
Crab? Faux crab. I don't know. But so I couldn't have that. But he liked it. He liked it very, very much. He said that if we do go back there, he's going to have that again. So he really liked it. But I couldn't have that, not only because I'm vegan, but because I'm Jewish and I just don't have crabs. So
well, that's good you don't have crabs. That's good. Safe to know.
That's really funny. That was a good one. The entrees, Jared had a raw noodle pool. Pool. I wrote pool. Bowl. It wasn't a pool.
That was a big bowl of noodles if they served it in a pool.
Right. Raw noodle bowl. Forgive me for the pool. And it was really, really delicious. It was really great. And again, he didn't have anything on it, no sauces or anything like that. Well, that's Jared. That's my sweetie. And David had a super salad. I had the wild mushroom stuffed ravioli. And by the way, I just glided over the super salad. It was really, really good. I did eat a little bit. He actually asked me to stop. You have your own. It was really, really good. And I had the wild mushroom stuffed ravioli. I am telling you, again, I just picked all great stuff when I was out there. I don't know what it was. I was on fire. This was unbelievably delicious.
Nice. And
I just wish I could have just ordered, a quart or something just so I could bring it home. It was really, really good. And I think, dessert. How could I forget dessert? Okay, so we had truffles, which is what Jared had, my son. David had the carrot cake with cream cheese frosting, which he likes desserts, but he's not like a dessert person per se, but he went crazy for that. He was really enjoying it. I had the chocolate mousse parfait, and it was very interesting. It was chocolate mousse, it had some sort of sauce, chocolate mousse, and on the bottom of the whole thing was berries.
Oh, that's interesting. Usually they put the berries on top.
Yeah, it was berries, chocolate mousse, and meringue. What's that? Amaretto. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I was busy eating. It was so good. But anyway, it was really, really delicious, and I would definitely go to those 2 places again. Now, I don't know if I should say this or not, but the Treehouse is in this cute little funky place area, and my husband and I were walking around. Just be careful. Please stay on the block. because if you go a little further, you're in a really bad area. So just stay on the block of of the treehouse, and you'll do just fine.
Yeah. So I was at the Buffalo Veg Fest, and one of the vendors there was called the Beary Good Cafe, and I was able to get nachos and a carrot dog, which...
Love carrot dogs.
Yeah, I mean, that's my first carrot dog, so I didn't know what to expect.
So let me ask you a question. Was it the one that I had? I had it on, I think it was... I think they moved to Philly. They were somewhere else. I forgot what town. It was VGE. And their carrot dog was amazing. It looked like a regular, I'm telling you, it looked like a regular Frankfurter. When you bit into it, you saw it's a carrot. The whole thing is just one carrot, and it's smoked, and that's how they get the flavor. It tasted like a Frankfurter and everything. Is that how they did it?
It's hard, like, it was... I don't think it was still really crispy. It was too crispy to bite through the bread and all of the fixings on it.
Yeah,
so it wasn't nice and soft like I was expecting. And it had a little bit of smoky flavor, but it didn't feel like they smoked it or even soaked it overnight or whatever. So it was good though. And the nachos were phenomenal. They're covered in black beans and the vegan cheese and everything. It was delicious.
That sounds really good.
But what's frustrating was when I went to their website to look at their menu, they're not a vegan restaurant. So they just made these for the Buffalo Veg Fest, which is a vegan event, which is depressing because it was some of the best stuff I've had. They're in Depew, New York. So, I mean, if I ever was in that area and I wanted to go, I'd be disappointed that they didn't have these.
Well, are they going to put it on?
I don't know. I looked on their website today and they didn't have it. So, that was...
You know what? Maybe you could give them a call and let them know that it was really, really good and you would appreciate them putting it on there.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's always hard when you look at a restaurant's menu online because it's never...
Yeah.
It's never up to date what they're serving in the restaurant. Mm-hmm. So maybe they did add it. I don't know. I didn't really search the whole website for it.
And they just might not have updated it, like, you know.
Yeah. So that was really good. Then I was in Bethlehem for the Music Fest, and because Bethlehem's big. Vegan Treats is there, but they're here. Shankara is a vegan restaurant, but they're over here. So the Music Fest was on Main Street, and we went to Stations Cafe just because they were right there where the music was, and we didn't have to drive or walk a mile to get there.
And I'm not sure if you said it, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. No, I didn't say Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because we're all over the place today. Yeah. So it's Pennsylvania, Bethlehem.
Yeah, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So they have a vegetarian burger with 3-grain veggie burger, corn, black beans, and roasted peppers. And it was really good, but my friend had their vegan vegetable wrap, and she like dumped a ton of salt on it because she said it had no flavor. So it's convenient that it's in the middle of town, but they're not a vegan restaurant, and the vegan it's clearly marked, like some of the things were marked vegan, so it did have some vegan options. But
and what was the name of this one?
Stations Cafe.
Stations Cafe in Bethlehem.
But if you're going to Bethlehem, go to Shankara. It's way better.
Shankara is terrific.
Yeah. And then we were in Malvern, Pennsylvania for the Chester County Vegan Festival.
Yeah, I really wanted to go to that, but I was in St. Louis.
Yeah. And what's nice about the Chester County Vegan Festival, for $15, if you get there early enough to get food, then it's all you can eat food, but there were so many people that by, I don't know, like 1 o'clock there was no food. There's parts, there was a lot of portobello mushroom caps being barbecued, but like there was no rice. There was corn. They were barbecuing corn, so they had a ton of that. No desserts were left, so they didn't have enough food, but there was enough vendors. If you got there early, got lunch, there were enough food vendors to pick up the slack. There's an ice cream place, there's a smoothie place, there's a Mexican food place. So there was some food that you could buy too. And afterwards we went to the Greyhound Cafe in Malvern, Pennsylvania. And I had crab cakes with creamy dipping sauce. I had a buffalo chicken pizza with white sauce,
Oh my goodness.
chicken and buffalo sauce, blue cheese dressing, and caramelized onions.
That's a pizza?
Yeah, it's a pizza.
Wow.
I know.
Can't wait till
It
I
was
see
so
the
good.
picture.
And then I had a calzone, which isn't on their website, but it was filled with sausage. And what they use is they use Gardein chicken for their chicken.
Yeah.
And it tasted like it was the field roast sausage inside the calzone. It was really good. So they have brunch. They have an Italian menu with different pasta dishes and calzones. They have pizza. They have a Mexican section, so it's all tacos and burritos and stuff. And then they had like a Mediterranean stuff. So it's a bunch of different things just kind of mixed together, but it was really good. I can't wait to go back. And then Monday we went to New Wild Ginger in Huntington Valley, PA. And what's nice is for $7 I got the General Tso's chicken. I forgot to look up how you said it. It's General Tso's, right?
General's.
Chow's?
No. Now I can't
I
say
know.
it.
I know.
General Tao. General Tao.
Tao? Okay.
TZW.
Oh, they
TZO,
spelled it
rather.
TSO on this.
Oh, yeah, it is TSO. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I don't know. Now
I'll have to look it
have
up
to ask
because
them
I
to
always
say
feel I always feel bad messing that up.
Tao.
So with your lunch, you get a choice of white, brown, or fried rice. And what's nice is they don't put egg in their fried rice, so it's already vegan fried rice. And then you get a choice of.
Well, is it just the egg? Makes it not.
Yeah, because it's just soy sauce and vegetables.
Okay.
So yeah.
I just I've learned not to.
I know.
100% trust because I always thought the dark sauce was vegan, and then I found out it wasn't.
Oh, like
and,
fish sauce or
the brown sauce.
Oh,
I don't know. And I found that it wasn't, and I thought all miso soup was vegan, and there's a lot that have fish
flakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Well, this is.
Unless it's vegan,
This
I
is
don't go to Chinese
very
food restaurants anymore.
clearly. They have meat options, but they clearly have vegan options, and all all the options are vegan. They're not vegetarian. So, so you get fried rice, and then I didn't get a spring roll for some reason. So maybe it was rice or a spring roll. I'm not sure.
Did you get wonton soup?
I did get one. They have a vegan wonton soup that's the best I've ever, like literally the best I've ever had wonton soup. It's so good.
It can't be better than Veggie Heaven.
I haven't been to Veggie Heaven, so.
Oh, you've got to go. We'll have to go together.
So, yeah, so there's that.
Okay.
And then you get a salad with it, which for $7 is amazing. It was so much food.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah, gotta love it.
So that was my 2 weeks. I'm heading out to Asbury Park on Sunday, and then DC. So I'll hopefully have some DC restaurant reviews.
Yeah, and Friday, I'm not really sure. I think I may be going to Denver, and but one of the reasons why I'm not happy about going is that they have one vegan restaurant and one vegan truck.
Oh, jeez.
That is it. Nothing else. So I have a feeling going to the grocery store a lot and just picking up vegetables and fruit or something.
So that was our adventures in food this last couple weeks. Now we'll move into the end of the news.
Yes.
Mine are short. Should I go first? Okay.
Since you're on a roll.
PETA asked John Bon Jovi to remove leather from his clothing line Heart and Dagger, and he did that. So he's taking the leather tags off of his jeans and replacing them with a vegan leather, and they will no longer use animal skins on any other items. So that's exciting. And they predict the vegan fashion industry to be $85 billion by 2025. So that's kind of exciting.
It's amazing.
People are catching on. And that kind of connects with my next story. 5 connections between the food and fashion industries. And both of these articles are from Veg News, and we'll post the links for them on the website. So they kind of break it down. Food and fashion make bold statement. So they're talking about how we can, as consumers, can use our money to either buy cruel items or non-cruel items. And we can do that at the grocery store, we can do it at restaurants, we can do that with the clothes we buy. And then they talk about how the consumer is removed from the product. So if you're buying a shirt for $3, you know that it was not made in the best environment. So it, you know, to get that price, someone's got to pay for it, either, and it's always the worker that's going to pay. The company's never going to pay a discount. So it's always the worker that gets kind of, you know, the low wages and the long hours.
They're the ones that get slammed.
Yeah. And also, local doesn't mean humane. You know, we buy things that say made in the USA to kind of guarantee that the workers paid a minimum wage at least, and, you know, they only work 40 hours and get some other things that they don't get. But they talk about how happy cows come from California. And so there's that disconnect between humane and, you know, what's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then they talk about food and clothing are devalued in Western society, which I was shocked to know that people only pay 3.5% of their disposable income on clothing. So it's not really a big expense in the world compared to food, which is 12.5%. So people barely pay anything for their clothing. So they probably do have money to spend on a little bit nicer things. Yeah. And then finally they end up with, we cannot buy a revolution. So they talk about just how that actually we can buy a revolution. I don't know. I'm trying to read this and figure out what they're talking about. We cannot buy a revolution. Purchasing fair trade and plant-based products is a step in the right direction, but we cannot be complacent. Panelist Hoda
Katebi?
reminded the audience a no is just as powerful or more so than a yes. The panelists at the show urged the attendees to shop the runway and spread the word of fair trade fashion. When someone compliments your outfit, capitalize on the opportunity to bring up fair trade. The same tip can be used in regards to food. Allow someone to sample a delicious vegan product or recipe, then inform them that it is cruelty-free. These small actions will not begin a revolution on their own, and shifting perspectives and practices will take time.
Yeah.
Actually, these small actions will begin a revolution. We've already seen it.
Well, we're going through it.
Yeah, we're going through it. I think that's a weird. I think they added that not, and it does.
I think it's the buy is the word. You know, you can't. In other words, it's not a magic pill. You can't buy a revolution. You have to work at it. You have to be.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
I think that's what they're getting at. You know, it's not a thing that you could just purchase. You have to step up.
But even these small actions we've seen.
Right, but it's not buying; it's doing.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they.
Yeah, but still, that's an action in itself. That,
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
100%.
So fashion. If you're vegan, it's everything. It's what you eat and consume, and what you wear, and how you buy it.
And any personal care or cleaning products.
It's everything.
From chap lips to shampoos to lotions to, you know, how you clean your oven. You know, it's all of that. It's anything that you buy, you are consciously, doing your very best to not
do the least amount of harm.
Well, to do the least amount of harm, not to not.
I didn't say not.
I said not, and then you said that. I wanted to clarify that,
yeah.
right? Yeah, and that's
I've seen some of this because at our store we carry American-made shirts, organic cotton, and between the cost of the shirt, having them printed locally, and then paying my salary and my expenses, the shirts cost $30. And even at Veg Fest, where we lower the price to $25, there are a lot of people that are like, "Oh, that's way too expensive." And it's like, well, this fits into our morals that this is why they are so expensive. And sometimes,
well, you have to pay your expenses. I mean, that's not what you're getting. You're not getting the $30.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm.
It goes to all the expenses, and then hopefully you have something left over.
I could charge, we've seen organic cotton T-shirts for going for hundreds of dollars, and there's no real. I mean, there's supposedly a difference, but just because you slapped a designer label on it,
Well, when people say that, it has to do with their priorities, but also their wallets.
Right.
So maybe maybe it's not that it's expensive, but it's expensive for them.
Right.
And you can't do anything.
Yeah,
about that, so.
But as we've seen, as I said, 3.5%. So it's just getting that going from realizing that when you pay $6 for a shirt, that there's costs built into that from the person that makes it to the manufacturing to the shipping to being to what the corporation that sells it's price.
Yeah.
So, all right. So,
I understand.
I know.
Okay, next news item is this. In England, it has been announced. It says it was announced this week, which was 2 weeks ago. So I guess it was last week. That all slaughterhouses in England are going to be installing CCTV cameras. I'm not sure what the CC stands for.
Closed captioning television.
That's what I thought.
Closed circuit.
Closed circuit. That makes more sense. Okay. In a government move to try to improve animal welfare on the United Kingdom farms. This is a very interesting article. I did post it on our Facebook page, so please check it out. And the whole thing is, I would love to read the whole thing to you, but the whole thing is that basically, in one respect, when it comes to animal welfare, it's, people are going to say, oh, that's great, but when it comes to animal rights, well, what isn't legal is still going to happen, even though it's morally and ethically a nightmare. Just to let you know a little bit about this, he says the author, and I don't think I have the author's name here, but the author says, as a lover of animals, you'd think I would be thrilled at this news. Instead, I can't help but continue to wonder why on earth we are killing animals in the first place. It shouldn't be a question of whether or not it's caught on camera. To go down a little further, the government claims, and again, this is England, in United Kingdom, the government claims that these cameras will help uphold animal welfare laws. But under these apparently protective laws, farmed animals are allowed to be overfed until their legs break from carrying their own weight, are kept crammed in sheds, barely seeing a shred of natural daylight in their lives, and live knee-deep in their own feces and the remains of animals who have died around them. This all happens before they get to the slaughterhouse, and it's all completely legal. Then there are the slaughterhouses themselves. Animals are lined up and killed one by one, often on a moving conveyor belt. Pigs, animals that can solve puzzles, show emotional responses, and are thought to be smarter than dogs and almost as smart as chimps, or often heard screaming as, strung by their legs, they watch other pigs they have been with since birth get tasered and killed, their bodies sliced in half down the middle, mere centimeters away before they meet the same death. Dairy farms are no better. I'm sorry, I just want to read a couple of things here. There are some dairy farms where baby cows are separated from their mothers within 24 hours of being born. Normally it is 24 hours after, but some are less than that. So humans can consume the milk meant for their calves, and egg farms where male chicks are killed at a day old in gas chambers or thrown into a grinder still conscious. They are alive, and they go through these grinders. It's disgusting. There are tons of videos on YouTube showing this, so you could see it. This happens on factory and organic farms. Cameras and slaughterhouses won't have effect on this. If we, as humans, can exist along without taking another life, why would we choose to do so? And this is where I'm going to leave off, even though there's so much more I would love to read. Please go on our Facebook page and read more. 2009 to 2013, Charity Animal Aid secretly filmed inside 13 UK slaughterhouses and found evidence of law-breaking animal welfare breaches in 12 of them. Their website shows undercover footage of animals being stamped on, slapped, and burned with cigarettes, and workers hacking at the throats of conscious sheep. Now, I guess hopefully the cameras will prevent that kind of thing from happening, which is a good thing. It's definitely a good thing, but what's going on, I mean, it doesn't stop what needs to be stopped.
Yeah,
which is the whole thing.
It's such a violent, not only is it violent towards the animal, it's violence towards the people that are being dehumanized by doing these horrible acts. So
yeah, and it goes on about the PTSD is rampant with slaughterhouse workers.
I mean, their best days are probably worse than our worst days that we can think of. So
I mean, I have been through so much in my life, and I cannot imagine.
That's your daily job. I completely agree.
One U.S. study that took data from more than 500 counties between 1994 and 2002 found that when a slaughterhouse was introduced into a community, violent and sexual crime rates increased. Which, of course.
Yeah, I mean, that's you're a trained killer, so.
Yeah. So anyway, please, when we post all the articles that we talk to you about, please read them, because we can't go over everything, but these are really important things to know about. So please do so. Get on our Facebook page, become a friend. Okay, there's lots of good stuff there. Okay, now for the fun part.
Well, first we're going to talk about.
I was wondering when you were going to
since it's fashion. Since both of my articles are fashion, I would talk about one of our products, which is made by Matt and Nat. They're a Canadian company. The products are made in China, but it's fair trade. What's nice is on the interior they use recycled soda bottles for the lining in here.
Oh, wow. You know what I like about this is that sometimes, I'm sure other women that are watching here or listening in knows that sometimes things get all disgusting in a pocketbook, and this is just, I could feel like you could just easily just wipe this off.
Yeah.
It's really great.
It's plastic inside and out. If we had a beer accident on Sunday, so luckily I could just wipe, and I'm like, well, it's plastic, so I can just wipe it down, but if it was leather, then it would have been ruined. But, it's got, what's nice, it's got a foam pocket inside of it, and it's also got a zipper pocket, so for your keys or, change or whatever. But
so if you want to look, there it is. I don't know if that was a good look. But.
No, it's pretty dark in there.
Yeah.
We have these on grapecat.com. The black version seems to be a lot smaller than the other two colors we carry. So there's the chili and
That's what I was wondering what that was called.
This
chili?
one is called cardamom. So they're a little bit bigger. You can see, like, look at the difference in size.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know. So the black one's tiny.
But this one is the same.
Yeah, the chili and the cardamom have removable.
Well, I wouldn't call it tiny, but it's smaller.
It's smaller, and the chili and the cardamom have removable straps. So if you just wanted to use the handle straps.
Oh, I like that.
Where the black one is attached, so you can't remove it. But I guess you can remove it. No, you can't remove it. It's sewn on. So those are available
Very
at
nice.
grapecat.com.
Yeah, please check out his website, please. There's so much good stuff there.
Those are those, and now we're having
now for the other fun thing.
Now for the other thing, we're having a cheese party because last episode Ellen said that she missed having cheese and wine. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's plenty of things. So I went to Vegan Essentials and ordered 4 cheeses, and I did go get one of my favorite cheeses, which is Miyoko's. So, but we'll try these. Yeah. This will give us 2 of the cheeses I've never tried. The other 2 are some of my favorites. So we're gonna try these. My wife has already broken into one of them, so she's already.
Which one is this?
This is Vtopian Artisan cheese. It's cheese. It's chive and dill.
Yeah, let them look at the label.
Oops. So
yeah.
So it's this nice block of cheese,
and it really looks good. I mean, if you look on the other side, you can see the chives in it, and it looks delicious.
So that's available for $16.
Okay.
So we'll see how
long does it last you? Of course, it will last people differently.
I mean,
but
some days, sometimes
eat it like right away.
Sometimes our cheeses last a while, and sometimes they last a day. So it just depends on what mood we're in for eating them.
Yeah.
So it is saran wrapped.
Now, in any of these cheeses, can you make like a what do you call it? God, I haven't had these things in so long. Oh, thank you. I'm having it on a cucumber. Melted cheese, grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese? I don't know. The ones I got, I feel are more like if you wanted to have a wine and cheese party, not grilled cheese. I would, if I was doing.
Wow.
So that's good. So now, if I was doing.
Is that your favorite? Is that what you were saying?
No. This is I like Miyoko's is my favorite. So I haven't tried this yet. I'm trying these for the first time too. For grilled cheese, I like chow, or I just got this Violife smoked provolone that I think is going to make a good grilled cheese, and I'm going cracker here. That's really good.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't you want more?
Yeah, this block might be gone later.
I'm going to have more. I have to make sure that I really like it.
Yeah, you really can taste the dill and chives in there. It's amazing.
And I love dill.
Yeah, so...
Definitely my favorite herb. I just love...
So it's got soy milk, water, brown rice, white grape juice, concentrate, agave. Here, water, cashews, nutritional yeast, sun-dried sea salt, water, Himalayan sea salt, garlic. So that was good.
That was
excellent.
Excellent.
So that was
all right. What was the name of
that? Vtopian cultured cashew cheeses.
And where did you get it?
At Vegan Essentials.
Which is?
You can order it online.
Okay, but there's an actual place.
I don't think there's an actual store.
No. Okay, online.
Yeah, you can order it online.
And we'll put this all on the bottom.
Yeah, well, I'll
also.
link to these.
There'll be a link.
It's phenomenal. That's really good. So that's a A+.
Definitely. I would definitely get that.
So the next one's virgin cheese. It's a smoked Gouda.
Okay.
And we're not doing these. We probably should do them in some kind of order, like
What kind of order?
like soft flavor to strong flavor, because it might overtake the other ones. But
so maybe we should.
I don't know. I don't know what the order is though.
Well, what else do you have?
We haven't. Oh, there's another herb nut cheese.
So we should have that next.
Okay, and then Cashew of the Woods.
All right, so that and then this is last.
Oh, this is last. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is by Punk Rock Labs. This is one of my favorite cheeses. They make a nacho cheese that's nice and spicy that is amazing for tacos or burritos or nachos. But this is the herb nut milk cheese. So we're going to break into that. It's a nicely boxed and
yeah, it looks like a gift. They would make nice gifts.
Yeah, this would make a
like
nice
that.
gift. Guess I should have brought a knife too.
Want me to go get mine?
I'll grab a knife.
Luckily, we have a kitchen behind us. Wow, that was so good. Yeah, I'm glad you thought of going in order. It's a good suggestion.
Yeah, and you have to get a cold ship pack for it, so it's an extra $7 on top of shipping. So that's another.
They charge you for a cold pack?
Yeah, they charge you $7 for the cold pack. So.
Well, you don't have a choice though.
No, you have to have a cold pack because
It
it took 2 days to ship it from. I think they're in Minnesota, so.
Seems a little odd to me.
Yeah. So this is.
And what was the name of this? I'm sorry.
This was their herb nut milk cheese.
Oh, okay. Here it goes. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you could see.
It's a lot. We should have started with this one. There's not as much there's flavor there, but it takes a little bit while.
I can't really figure out what I'm tasting.
Let's see, what's the herbs? So it's cultured cashew milk, cashews water, probiotic salt. So you're getting sage, rosemary, thyme.
I'm not loving it. I love the other one. I'm not loving this one. How about you?
I like it. It's just
Yeah. Very like dense tasting.
Yeah, I mean, I like more flavor, so it's if you don't like overwhelming, yeah, cleanse your palate. If you like if you don't like things that hit you in the face, then it's a nice soft cheese. The crackers might overpower it. How was it with? You still didn't get enough flavor from the.
I feel like that was
so gentle.
So much flavor. To me that was gentle, but this is like wow. Okay.
Was it overpowering?
Yeah, for me.
Oh, okay.
See, there you go. So even though we are telling you what we think about this, please know that your taste buds could be very different than ours. So, everybody's likes different things. It just seems very heavy to me, but you're saying no. It doesn't taste like any cheese that I'm familiar with either.
Oh, maybe. That definitely tasted like cheeses you've had before.
Yeah, definitely. That was amazing. Yeah. What is that, apple juice?
It's an Arnold Palmer.
Oh.
So now we're going to try Cashew of the Woods. And this has mushrooms, shiitake, cremini, and button, black and white truffle salt, white pepper. So
Wow, I have a feeling I'm going to really like this. I have a feeling I'm going to love this.
so
I love mushrooms.
it's kind of a brown block.
Yeah. And that was light brown. This is more darker brown. Well, the mushrooms. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know, should I wipe that off? I think it's fine.
Oh.
I got it.
Oh, there you go. Have it. Cucumbers are good for you. Oh, I love mushrooms, so I have a feeling I'm going to love this. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, I like this.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of flavor.
Do you like this?
I'm not tasting. I guess I'm not sure what I'm expecting.
It's mushroom cheese. I've never had that before, but I love mushrooms, so.
Yeah, I guess it's got that umami, soft flavor to it.
I've never tasted a cheese like it, but I do like it.
Yeah, so that was mushroom cheese. So if you don't like mushrooms, then I guess stay away from this one.
That's not the name of it, though.
Yeah, well, it's called Cashew of the Woods, so
Well, I'm glad it's not called fungus cheese.
yeah, fungi cheese. It's a party cheese.
It's for fun guys.
So I have no idea. This is by Virgin Cheese, and it's a smoked Gouda. So we'll try that.
Oh, Gouda.
Oh, Gouda. And they don't make this easy to get into.
Well, you have a knife.
So we'll have to do some surgery here. Oh, what's it made out of? Cashews, coconut oil, coconut cream, nutritional yeast, water, liquid smoke, garlic, onion, mustard, paprika, white pepper, turmeric, and one long word, salt, organic. So it does have organic ingredients in it.
It's funny because just before you said that one long word,
Yeah.
I was thinking, I just love ingredients that you know what they are. You know, it's easy to say, and then you say,
I'm like, oh, what's that word? I know, I completely agree. I like buying products that I know what.
yeah.
I don't have to bring out my animal dictionary to figure it out if it's vegan or not.
And the name of this one was again? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
This is the smoked Gouda.
Smoked Gouda. So that's the color. It's like this golden mustardy color. Looks good. It's like lox.
Like what?
To me, it tastes like lox.
Oh. Because of the smokiness? This is good though.
I'm not usually into smoky stuff, but this is good. It just threw me off because now I feel like I'm eating fish. But I'm not. Yeah. So which one is your favorite out of all these?
I'm going with the Vtopian.
Mm-hmm.
I think this
Me
is my
too.
winner. This is good though. This would be second.
That would be definitely second.
Yeah. So,
Although I like the mushroom one too, but
yeah. I think it would be the Vtopian, then the smoked Gouda, then the mushroom, and then the other one. But they're all good. They're all good, right? I mean, you could serve that at wine party and people
Yeah.
It would give people a different experience.
Take it out on a picnic or something more than that.
So we'll have to do this again. I feel bad that we don't have Miyoko's here because that is one of my favorites, and that's more accessible to get. It's at all the Whole Foods.
So next time, we'll just do that one. We'll throw it
I'll just get 4 different kinds of Miyoko's for us to try.
Okay, that sounds good. But also next time we're going to be speaking about the difference between animal welfare and animal rights.
Yeah.
I think it's an important topic.
Yeah. Which I have to research because I'm not really sure what the difference is.
Oh no, you know. Oh,
well, I mean,
so
I kind of have
educate him too.
I mean, I kind of have an idea of the difference between animal rights and animal welfare, but
Well, I'm not going to educate anybody today. It will be the next time we meet. So thank you so much for spending your time with us. I know it's valuable, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something.
yeah. So
And we'll see you next time.
make sure to join our Facebook group at Vegan Styled Life. Follow us on Instagram at Vegan Styled, and we'll see you soon.
YouTube and iTunes.
Yeah, YouTube and iTunes.
Yeah, please.
Please subscribe, leave
Thumbs
comments. We need reviews. Yeah, we need some reviews.
We need some reviews. We need more listeners.
Oh, I forgot the story.
Oh.
I met this guy named Jason at the Philly Seed Festival on Sunday, and he said that when he was turning vegan, that the podcast helped him with like
Our
making
podcast?
my podcast before this podcast.
Oh, okay.
But he said it helped, so I'm hoping
Yeah.
someone else will start coming up and saying it's helping them.
That's wonderful. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And also, you know what? I did want to mention this in the vegan news. It wasn't an article I read. It wasn't, on some news station. But my son texted me at 2:00 in the morning when he was working in a grocery store and told me that their meat section, their processed meat section, what do you call it?
The sandwich slices.
Sandwich slices and burgers and whatever, like packaged stuff, really was shortened.